Hi, I'm Brian Eisenhower, and I'm here with Bridget Ann Stewart. Bridget has an average sales price of $1.3 million, and she is on pace to sell 36 homes this year. So you guys can do the math on that. That's quite a bit of real estate sales volume right there.
Yes.
So Bridget, I know that you generate such an amazing amount of business from a fabulous client database.
Yes.
And you stay in
Like a gold
contact with them.
Right.
You mind telling us a little bit about how you do that?
I would love to share how I do that. It's funny, I know you work with so many agents. It's funny to me that some agents seem naturally drawn to talking to all the people they know, but they don't want to talk to anyone they don't know. Or agents only want to talk to people they don't know, and they're like, I don't know what to say to people I know, and they get really weirded out about it.
Yeah, I have the people that prospect, that call the people they don't know, say, how could you call and hassle your friends all the time?
Right.
And then the people that are referral-based clients, they'll say, well, I can't imagine calling people I don't know and cold calling.
Right.
So I know you can do both.
I call both.
Yeah.
I just call anyone. If you're
Well, let's talk-
alive and want real estate in LA, I'll talk to you.
That's the one. Well, let's talk about how you call the people you know, your client database.
One of the ways to demystify it and take away the creepy factor that you might feel about talking to people you know is to have a plan for the whole year. So literally in December, I sit down and I look at my entire year and I say, you know what, I'm going to call everyone I know in March and talk to them about their tax assessed value on their home, whether they need any information in preparing their taxes, do they need a CPA, do they need a financial advisor. So I really am calling them and I'm offering them information and referrals about things that it's so easy to forget about in everyday life because we're running around with kids and work and arguing and making up and all that stuff comes over and you don't think about important things like that. So if you're calling with that type of value, they're going to want to talk to you.
Yeah, that's coming from contribution.
Right. So I do at least 3 calls like that every year. I do one in the spring, one in the fall, and then usually one in the summer or at holiday time, and you can pick which one you want to do.
So it's systematic.
Yes.
It's just not off the cuff. You
Not
know
off
when you're
the
doing
cuff.
it. You've got a plan.
I know when I'm doing it. I know
Yeah.
what vendors are going to participate with me. And then I'll do 4 calls a year that are about their market.
Okay.
And that's easy to do because you do it by zip code or by town. You don't have to look up their exact house. So I'll call and say, here's what's happening in your market in the last 3 months, and I just give them a little market update. That always generates conversation about real estate that's very natural.
Right.
My favorite call, though, to make out of the whole year is every January I call everybody in my database, and I just say to them, so what are your plans for real estate in 2014?
Wow.
And then I shut my pie hole, and I let them talk. And it leads to all sorts of things. They might want to refinance or invest in condos or, help their child acquire a home or they want to downsize. You don't know what it is. It's better to ask that open question than to say, do you want to buy or sell? Because that limits their thoughts.
Wow.
Right? So if they want to refinance, then I've got leads from my lenders. If they want to do home improvements, I have leads from my contractors, and that feeds my vendor program, and it leads to happy life.
So what
every
I'm
day.
hearing is just, what do you plan to do in real estate this year?
What are your plans for real estate in 2014? Fill in the blank. Now, for your agents right now, if you're saying this and it's not right after New Year's, just say, what are your plans for real estate in the next 12 months?
There you go.
It's so easy.
And then you just stop and let silence do the heavy lifting.
Right. And I have one secret I want to share.
Sure.
You have to do 2 to 3 phone calls a year that have nothing to do with real estate. Where you just call them up and say, hey, Brian, it's Bridget. How are you doing? What's going on with your dog? I saw on Facebook your kid was in the soccer tournament. And then you also shut your pie hole and you let them talk if they want to talk about their family, and you just listen. And I usually like to follow that up with a note card, like, so nice to catch up with you. And so that it all ties in with my 33 touch. Mm-hmm. But I like it because I'm varying what I say to them. It's offering value, or it's about the market, or it's about them. And I make sure that that's all through the year.
Well done. Bridget, thank you so much for your time with us today. I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Thanks.